was a little bit of a wild man in those days, and I lived in an old converted president's car, railroad car, out in Bellevue, right? Out in the woods in Bellevue. So you
Was
got
that the old wave new transcendentalist? What do you call that?
no, the story is there's this crazy developer who used to have this big charity auction every year, Poncho, and one year he got drunk and bid on the surprise package, paid $75,000 for something he hadn't even seen. And what he bought was this old railroad car. Now, I'm not talking about some old beat up, dilapidated thing. This was an old, what they call president's car, which was the 1800s equivalent of the corporate Learjet. Right? It had stained glass windows, mahogany, little crystal lights.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It was great. And he had it up on railroad ties over in Bellevue, in the woods in Bellevue, because he was building this big Belfield office park across the street. Right? Well, the park gets built. He moves over there. The thing's kind of sitting empty. And I came across it, made a deal with the guy, because he recognized me as another crazy person, right? So, I went to Eagle Auto, in those days, and bought a shower stall, put it in one of the closets. We found this guy who was tearing down a house, and we just took out the whole kitchen counter, sink and everything, put it in there. And it was great. I lived there for like 3 years when I was in graduate school. It was what I call linear living, 9 feet wide and 75 feet long. It's like living in a bowling lane.
Yeah, it sounded like the great party house.
Oh, it was great. It was definitely a CDI spot, right? Chicks dig it. And so I'm asleep one Saturday morning, probably hungover, but let's not go there. And phone rings. Mr. Major? Yeah. This is Professor Gore's secretary. Lucky you. Yeah, okay.
Get to the point.
Yeah, and Professor would like to see you. Now? No, next Wednesday at 2. Why the hell are you? Well, we heard about you and figured this would be the only time we could probably have some assurance of getting you. It's like, oh, great. Okay, fine. So, okay, fine. So I go to see this professor, and I'm thinking this is a little embarrassing because I did my undergraduate work in political science. This guy's a poli-sci professor. I never even heard of him. So fine, we go in his office, and he's got me there, and he looks at me and says, "Oh, you're a major. We heard you're one of the hot shots in the graduate school." Yeah, okay, what? He says, "How'd you like to go to Alaska?" What? Are you out of your mind? What are you talking about? And he goes on to explain that under the tenets of the Native Claims Settlement Act, they've got to put together little village corporations and governments to qualify to get the funding that was part of the act to implement it. And I said, okay, well, that's nice. What's that got to do with me? He says, well, we need people who, A, are a little adventuresome. You tick that box. Okay. Yeah. B, have a reputation for being able to get things done. You tick that box. Okay. Understand all the kind of stuff, the intricacies that we're talking about, right? So yeah, you tick that box. I said, yeah, okay, I got all the boxes ticked, except why? What makes you think I want to go to Alaska? Says because we're going to pay you $4,000 a month plus all your expenses.
Jeez.
This is in 1970.
That's a lot of money.
73, 74. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I'm like, and when are we leaving?
What's the next flight out?
Yeah. Why didn't you just lead with that?
Yeah.
And then we could. I'll go back to say the rest of that again.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Wow. I started listening now. So he put together this team, and there was 4 of us, right? And we got up there and we listened to this guy give us the briefing on the.
You're all in your early 20s.
Yeah. I was the second on the team. The first guy was a PhD from the business school named Harold Culbertson. I'll never forget him. He was a very quiet, soft-spoken, I think he was a Sioux Indian.
Yeah.
I mean, he was a Native American. I don't remember which tribe. I think it was the Sioux. But he was just very quiet and soft and very funny.
Yeah.
And so they give us this briefing, and we're just kind of like, oh, shit, okay, it's going to be... Well, we get up there, and they're telling us, well, you got to teach them, basic math and accounting skills and 101. And they fly these people in. We're operated out of this little school that I guess it's now gone, Sheldon Jackson up in Sitka. And they fly these people in from all these villages. And we get, I think there's like 40, 45 of them in this room. And we're all prepared for our 101 level instruction. Holy shit! They want to know about bond financing and how. And we're just sitting there looking at each other, going, "Oh shit!"
This is your basic
We got
math.
hosed here. We've been fed faulty information on what's going on here. So pretty much everything these guys told us was just complete crap, and so we rather quickly had to rally and reshape the program. Blah blah blah. Anyway, it was a big hit.